What your smile says about you. I think I have a pretty good smile. You know what I'm saying? Pearly whites. What's there not to like? Let's see. What does my smile say about me? You stopped wearing your retainers at night. Fuck you. You want to retain something? I'll give you something to retain. Yo, somebody find me who made this. Put it in the comments. I'm going on vacation. A friend of mine gave me this car as a wedding gift. Which one? Pick one. I'm draining all the oil and giving it back to him. I'm meeting my girlfriend's parents for the first time, and I found out her dad drives this. I broke up with her and put a restraining order on her entire family, and then falsely told the police that they broke the restraining order just so they'd end up in jail. You get this car for free if you follow my Twitch link in bio. I'm doing a Minecraft save every day live. What the fuck is this Abraham Lincoln ass shit? If you get this car, just don't go to a fucking live theater. I got pulled over for speeding in this car. And I told the officer, you know what? I think I've had a couple drinks. Take me away. I'm selling my car and someone offered me this as a trade. And I told him yes. I told him come meet at my house. I jumped in front of the car and committed insurance fraud against him. He's currently in jail. Over here, as you can see, we have the KFC Crack House Incorporated. It's a business in the making. Over here, we have our test subjects, which are highly dangerous, depending on which way you look at them, you know what I'm saying? But upstairs is the real treat. We got the future meth lab up here. Big things are gonna happen here, big things. But it gets even better. For only $3,249 a month, plus utilities and applicable taxes, you can have this staircase up here that I like to call the staircase of the tax return season, because that's how it was built. That's how it was financed. You ever come home one day and you realize that you got caught for tax fraud? You just jump off. You know what I'm saying? Ah! What the fuck? Ow, my leg! Oh, I did it. Ah! Motherfucker! Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Arabs were not created for shit like this. I wasn't created. Put me in a horror movie. Me being the Lebanese man that I am, I'm the first one gone. The second I hear someone else breathe, I'm gone. I'm gone. Skip the country. Fake passport. Fake driver's license. Start a new family. I don't care. I'm leaving my family behind. I'm changing my name. The first sign of something going bad, I'm changing my name, and my family has no more father, no more husband. That's it. I'm gone. This ain't for me. This ain't for me. I'm really about to graduate university in 2 months, and I don't know how the fuck I got to this point, bro. I don't know how I got in, let alone how the fuck I'm getting out, you know what I'm saying? If you ask me what I sat there and did for the last couple of years during my studies, you know what I'm saying? There wasn't a lot of this, you know what I mean? I don't know how it's by the grace and the will of God, you know what I mean? There's some outside power doing this shit to me, because I don't know how the fuck I'm getting out. I don't know what the fuck I did to be adequate enough to leave with a fucking degree. You know what I mean? A degree. I'm going to be certifiably fucking stupid. Once you put me in the workforce, it's going to be a problem. But not for me. How to escape the friend zone. Brother, have you ever heard of a good frame job? Because all you got to do is get the motherfucker out of the picture. Because if there is no competition, you will succeed in your mission. You know what I mean? Listen, whether you got to plant evidence on him, pull a Skeet Hansen on him, catfish, you know, find his ops, help him, because an enemy of my enemy is my friend. You know what I mean? So assist them motherfuckers. Bring him down. All you gotta do is get rid of him. And then you gotta act sorry that it happened. And now he should be out of the picture, you know what I'm saying? Maybe behind bars. I'm sorry, brother, game is game. But now you got the target open reach, you know what I mean? Within arm's length. You gotta be like, I'm so sorry that happened. Do you need someone to talk to? And then you start swiveling your way in from there, you know what I mean? That's when you need game. Think about it. I was just sitting here wondering why this hair decided to do this monstrosity of an isolation event. You know what I mean? And I started thinking about real issues in this world, because there are real issues, right? Like global warming, for example. It ain't my issue. Somebody else out there, you know, they got their hands full with that kind of shit. You know what I mean? Those people, do they ever think about shit like this? Because I know you're talking about, they're thinking about, like, you know, molecules and atoms and clouds and shit, you know what I mean? But do you ever have time in your head to think about this? You know, because this is all that's on my mind right now. What chain reaction led to this? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. There's nothing more dangerous in this world than finding a good TV show, bro. I'd be changing my personality with each episode. That shit's rambunctious. I just finished Power, and I'm convinced I could be a drug dealer. I could be a drug lord, even. You know what I'm saying? I could see this whole city behind me. It's all mine. I can take it if I want to.
Cover up a stabby stab, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, you know what I'm saying? I could do that shit in a Jiffy Lube, you know what I'm saying? You need to come in and get your oil change, well, you could also hide a body. When I'm watching Spider-Man, I'm convinced that if I just do this for long enough, I'll start shooting webs. You know what I mean? Who the fuck says I can't? If you say I can't, you're a hater. There's always a chance.